first I needed to pick my image. So popular art, pop art comes from popular culture. So I chose some comic book characters for my image. So I chose Captain Marvel and Spider-Man. I found the image I liked. I'm going to click with 2 fingers on my trackpad, and I'm going to hit Save Image As. And I've saved this image a couple times. So I'm going to rename it Image. And then I'm going to title it Image 3 because this is the 3rd time I'm doing this. I'm going to save it. And there you go. It'll save to my downloads. I am going to now go to Pixlr.com, Pixlr.com /E/. And we will make our first image. So I'm going to go Open Image. You're going to click your image you just saved. And there we go. Now we're ready to get started. We're going to go to the crop tool over on the side. And we're going to crop this to be a square. So I'm going to go to Ratio, Preset, Square. It'll automatically go to square, but just in case it doesn't, set it to square. I'm going to crop it to be how I want it to be. Perfect. Apply. Okay. Now we're going to make a new image. File New Image. And then go to Art Grid, 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. And then my title will be Haffler Pop Art. You guys will title it your name, Pop Art. You can do first name, last name, whatever works for you, works for me. Create. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to select it with the marquee tool, which is this little dotted square. Copy. And then I'm going to paste. And when I paste it, it's going to create a new layer over here on the side. I'm going to move it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to go to this button right here. And this allows me to move it and manipulate. So I'm going to move it to the top right corner, or top left corner, excuse me. And then I'm going to copy this. And I just hit Control C, Control V to copy paste really quickly. And then Control V, paste again. And anytime I paste, it's creating a new layer. If you look over here, it's like popping up on new spots. I'm gonna do it one more time. And then I have my 4x4 grid. Oh, come on. You're always playing with the toys again. All right, and then we will now try some layer effects. To help me organize my layers, I'm going to delete this first layer. I don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to click with 2 fingers to rename it. So I'm going to name this Top Left. And this is optional, but this just helps me get organized. There we go. Top right. And so on and so forth until you have all of the layers renamed. Is this bottom right? Oh, this is bottom left. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to create a new layer for my top left. So I'm going to go New Layer, Empty. And then I'm going to go to the marquee tool, so that dotted square that we've used before. I'm going to make a box just around this top left. And then I'm going to fill it with whatever color I want. I have green selected already. So I'm going to go to the fill tool, which is this paint bucket that's filling out. And I'm going to fill in the square. And then I'm going to get rid of the marquee tool. To do that really easily, you hit Control D for deselect, and that will just get rid of the tool. All right, I'm now going to click top right, do the same thing. Add a layer, empty, add a box. And then I'm going to pick a color. So if you want to change the color, you click the little circle, click the wheel, pick your color. Once you have it, you go to the paint bucket and paste. Okay, and I'm just going to repeat this with the bottom two. So make sure to click the layer that you're working on. So for the bottom left, I clicked bottom left, made a new layer right above it. Oh, I need to deselect my marquee tool. If you're ever finding that your marquee tool is not showing up your little dotted square, that's because it's probably you didn't deselect it. All right, new color, new color, new color. We'll do blue. Paint bucket, fill. All right, last one, bottom right. New layer, empty. Oh, deselect, Control D. And then create a box. And then I think I'll make this one yellow. Click yellow. Oh, here's a yellow right there. Perfect. And fill that in. Okay, that is how to add your colors on top, and then we'll do layer effects. Okay, so now's the fun part. We get to do the layer effects, and this will turn it into that pop art screen print kind of style. So I'm going to first go to layer 7, which is right above my top left. So that's the layer that I will be affecting. I'm going to click with 2 fingers, and this little box will pop up. And this is how we renamed our layers. It's the same box. I'm going to go to blend mode, and these are all the different layer effects. So you basically just click through these different options until you find one that you like. I think on the green that I did this for, I liked lighten a lot. Yeah, I think I'm going to do lighten for green. But like I said, just keep clicking through until you find one that you like. All right, so click with 2 fingers to open up the box, blend mode, and then just click through and play around with what options you like. You could do something that's more like similar to the original colors, like these aren't too far off, or you could just go totally bonkers and do something like that. I think that looks awesome. Okay. Next color, click with 2 fingers, blend mode, and then play around to see how the color will layer on top of your image. There's all kinds of different effects you can choose from. I think I like difference on that one too. All right, last one. Click with 2 fingers. You get the idea. And I think that's good. Okay, when you have it all done, we'll go to File, Save, and then I want my quality to be 100%. And this is going to be a JPEG. So this is the file that is just easy to share, easy to upload. I'm going to save as. And then I already have this saved with the title from before. Just make sure it says your name, pop art, and save. Oh, I've already done this before. So yes, I would like to replace it. Okay, there you go. Can't wait to see your pop art.